Now, the recent row over fake news has reignited the debate over what sources can and can't be trusted in the digital age. It's a debate that is especially relevant in the advertising industry, not least with advertisers wanting assurances over where their ad runs and who really sees it. Well, Clear Channel International is one of the world's largest outdoor advertising companies, and William Eccleshare is its chairman and chief executive. So, William, good evening to you. Now, advertisers recently dropped their campaigns with Google and Facebook after their ads started popping up in all sorts of unsavoury places, presumably for a traditional advertiser like you on billboards. That played to your strengths.
Yeah, I mean, it's something that we certainly feel very confident about in terms of the fact that advertisers know exactly where they're going to appear and there isn't going to be any kind of unsavoury or uncomfortable content around them like, you might find on YouTube. So, yes, context is a very important part of our sell, I would say.
So where does outdoor advertising fit into this increasingly online universe?
Well, we've been going through something of a transformation. We are the oldest advertising medium of them all. I mean, people have been sticking bits of paper on walls for literally centuries, but over the last 10 years, we have become part of that digital advertising infrastructure as more and more of our boards and screens become digital. And so we're now part, I think, of a if you like, an ecosystem for advertising where you can really choose when you appear, where you appear, and choose what audience you reach with much more accuracy than you ever could before.
It's quite striking. I mean, when you go on the lift and the elevators on the escalators, rather,
yep.
Not American, on the London Underground, I mean, you see adverts popping up that seem
yeah, which means that advertisers can be much more specific with our medium than they used to be able to about when they advertise, what time of day, what day of the week, much more flexibility than we could ever offer before, and much more precisely targeted to a particular audience type than we were able to. So I think that is why we are growing faster than any other advertising medium at all at the moment.
Is that right?
Which is
even
really
more than
phenomenal.
Mobile phones?
Well, mobile and us are probably neck and neck in some markets, but we're now growing faster than online and internet advertising for exactly the reasons that you stated. I think that some of the content surrounding them is pretty questionable, and I think some of the data that advertisers were receiving also had been fairly spurious, as there's been a lot of publicity around these bots that pretend to be real people but actually are just a machine. So. Yeah, so you know who's seeing our ads.
So are there markets now, though, where you're actually making more money from digital electronic display advertising than you are from traditional posters?
Yeah, we've just passed that point in the UK. So in the UK, we're now 55 to 60% of our revenues are coming from those digital screens. And in other markets across Europe, we're rapidly getting to that point. So that digital tipping point, if you like, is becoming very important to us, because when you can offer advertisers a national digital product, you really can change the conversation that we have with them about what the proposition is and when they want to advertise.
And are you able to charge more for that sort of advertising?
That's the idea, yeah. Basically, we get better yield from each screen, so we certainly are. It's a highly profitable opportunity for us, I would say.
And who's advertising the most with you?
The most is a difficult question. I think what's exciting for us about these digital screens is that they are bringing new advertisers who would never have used our medium before. So advertisers who want to decide today what they're going to put on a billboard tomorrow can use us in a way which was inconceivable in the past, where you used to have to plan literally months in advance. So that short-term money that's coming into the medium, like for instance we will have DIY stores advertising just on a Friday and Saturday just before a bank holiday weekend, and they may decide to do that literally days before the ads appear. So it's a very different proposition than we've had before.